up, you guys? Marty Schwartz here with Marty Music. I'm going to show you a really cool blues soloing concept that I think will help you be more expressive. Even if you're not, that great at soloing, this will really add to that emotional feeling. Also, I have a brand new course, Intermediate Blues Techniques. It's the link in the description below. You can check it out. It is brand new. Absolutely brand new. So check it out. Tons of great techniques. It's really designed for someone who can kind of play a basic 12-bar blues and maybe know the pentatonic a little bit, but they don't have any direction. This is a step-by-step course to take you to the next level after you've just learned a little bit of blues. I think you'll love it. Check it out. Here's the technique. All right, so I've got a blues in the key of C. So I'm going to take the basic C minor pentatonic scale. So it's got the root on the 8th fret E string. So the scale itself would be 8 to 11, then 8 to 10 on the A string, 8 to 10 on the D, same thing on the G, then 8 to 11 on the B, and then 8 to 11 on the high E. So there's these little micro bends that you can do in the scale. And if you do it on the wrong note, it won't sound good. It'll sound bad. It'll sound worse. But if you do them on the right notes, it adds emotion and expression to your playing without you having to do anything new. It's just a little, you're just nudging the string up a little bit. You're raising the pitch, the tone, just a hair, not even a full half step. It's below a half step, but just enough up. And also, you don't want to hear it come back down. You hear it come up, and then you go to another note. So check it out. The first one would be on this second note of the scale. So for right now, that would be the 11th fret E string. It was very subtle. I just did it there. So I bent it up, but you don't want to hear it come back down. It won't sound good. Not that, just up, and then either you go to the note below or the note above. So I did it that time where I started to bend it, and right when it starts to, right before it goes really out of tune, I released to the first note. That time, if I bent it twice, you're not hearing it go down. You're not hearing, you're hearing, I'm muting it on the way down to relax it again. But here's just one bend. And then on that root is where you want the vibrato. Now I'll do it where I bend it a little bit and go to the next note up. Now, Eric Clapton made this really, really famous. He's not the one that invented it. I'd say the first blues people or blues artists to do this were with the voice. It's that vocal expression. And then guitar players emulated the voice. And, a piano player can't bend a string. They can't bend a note because it's a specific key that plays the note. So you don't get this from a piano. And that's one of the reasons guitar, I think, became so popular with blues and rock and roll, is because there's that expression in those little in-between bends. It's very, very, very subtle. It's not. That was a little too far, I'd say. And then vibrato on the root. If I do that bend on the root, it's not going to work. It's really only certain spots where you want to do it. So that's the first one. The next one is called the 7th, and that's relating to the interval of the scale. So in the key of C, the C minor pentatonic, that would be the 8th fret D string. And with that one, I bend upward. You can bend down too. I mean, down direction-wise. But for the 3 thickest strings, well, specifically the D string, I tend to bend upward. It's the same thing. You can do it fast or slow. Here's slow. So right before it's going to sound out of tune, I'll do it now where it goes out of tune. That went out of tune. So we didn't do it in time. So not bending on the 8th fret, but then I go to 11th and I bend it just a little bit. And then natural, no bending. And then 8th fret D string, I start to bend it again. And then natural on the root. The root happens an octave up on the 10th fret D string. Now, the other spot would now be that 8th fret G string, which is the 3rd interval-wise. You don't have to know what that means, but some of you will, some of you won't. If you don't, you can look into it, but really, it's just another little micro bend on the G string 8th fret. So that's where that expression comes from. So look at this. This is just the scale going up and down the scale. No bending, no expression. Now I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm not even doing any phrasing. I'm just going to now play the ascending, descending, but when I get to the 11th of the E, I'm going to bend it a little bit. When I get to the 8th of the D and G, I'm going to bend it a little bit. And then those same spots an octave up would be the 11th of the B. And then the 11th of the high E. So here I go, just ascending the scale, but adding those proper little micro bends, but just playing the scale. No licks, right? Really adds a lot. Here we go, going back down. All right, I hope that was helpful. You can mess around with that in your own way. But if you want over 7 hours of intermediate blues techniques like that, I do have a brand new course that I think will help you. So check out the description below, Intermediate Blues Techniques, only at martymusic.com. Appreciate your support, and I hope to see you again real soon. See you later.